Oh boy, is it already Sunday?
It is. It's a beautiful Sunday. Everybody take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
Just breathe it in.
It's a beautiful Sunday to continue because we talked a little bit about manifestation last week. We're going to continue that. This is all about your manifestation garden, growing your dreams into reality.
Whoa! Get ready, folks. We're going to get into some really fun stuff.
It's always fun stuff here.
Yeah.
Good
Because we're
morning.
experiencing that ourselves, aren't we, babe?
We are. Yeah, this is we're both manifesting and
Growing
together
and our
individually.
gardens are, yeah.
So stick around for that. We got music, we got laughter, we got inspiration. You know the drill. Here we are. It's season 4, episode 31 of Sunday Inspiration Live. Let's get cranking, baby.
Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I feel so grateful. When I wake up in the morning, I feel so alive. When I wake up in the morning, I feel the spirit. Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I'm here to thrive. So I wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up, and I'm free to be me. I'm free to be me. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And you're free to wear matching outfits too. How do you like this, huh?
Yeah, you're free to be you. You're free to be matching. I don't know. I was going to wear red and white today, and then I said, babe, put this shirt on. And I said, well, if you put that shirt on, I should put this dress on. So the red and white outfit will have to wait for another day.
Yes.
However, we decided to go as twinsies.
Twinsies.
I bet you never thought you'd be doing this with your wife.
I never thought I'd be doing twinsies. As long as we're not wearing onesies, then I'm okay with that.
No onesies. It's all good.
Let me just check something real quick here.
Okay.
Okay, that looks like it's coming through.
Can you hear that?
Loud and clear. Yeah.
All right, wonderful.
It should be cranking through. All right, we got so much we're going to cover today. We're going to talk about comparing manifestation to tending a garden, and so there's a lot of analogies here, and we've got a free PDF download for that. We're going to be talking about that later. Pooki's going to be sharing an experience that she just had in recent weeks. Or last week, and a couple of live songs and all that. But as always, early on, we like to get centered. Pooki, why don't you get us all synchronized here while I play a little behind you? Okay?
This is that time we come together where we savor this moment. We drop deeply into our hearts, guided by our breath. And we breathe gently and easily into this divine space within us. This beautiful heart, vibrating the frequencies of love, compassion, and healing into the world. Can you feel it? Can you feel beneath your chest bone this heartbeat given to you by your ancestors, passed down through many generations? Your heart. And as we sit in this sacred space, we are reminded that we are love. We are love. At the very core of our being, at our purest essence, we are love. We are love that is here to shine the light of love into the world. That is why we came here. To be the love, to walk the world as an expression of love. The divine healer. Just drink into that for a moment. Take a deep breath, breathing in. And let go. Know that you are holy and worthy of this sacred journey, and that you have given everything that is needed, is held within your heart for you to travel forward and to give your love away. To give your love away. So in this moment right now, as we're in this beautiful sacred space, let us open up our hearts to each other and allow the frequencies and vibrations that are emanating from deep within us to reach out beyond the ethers and to embrace our global family right here, right now. And we ask that this love and compassion and healing come into this sacred space right now and bring to all of us who are present that which we need, the healing, the love, the light that we need, as we are here to serve and to receive from each other. Take a deep breath here and let it go. Return your hands to your heart if they're not there already. Move into a deep state of gratitude for this moment of remembering who we are, why we came, what our sacred purpose is. And together we rise. And as we rise, the Mother Earth rises with us. Take a deep breath, breathing in, releasing gently with an ah. And so it is.
Lovely. Loverly.
Sometimes we have to remember, it's so important as we're moving into some really interesting times in our world. And things are going to get a little bumpy like this, And so it's really, really important that you understand that, for one thing, love always wins. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It might look like the sky is falling, but when it's all said and done, love wins. And as long as you're radiating that love and giving that love away, you're on the win. You're winning. We're all winning.
You're on the winning team.
Well, I don't want to say team because I don't really believe in division.
Oh, well.
We're all,
We're
so
all,
we have to
we're,
pay
we're all
attention.
the same team.
We're all the same team. But I understand it because I almost said the same thing too, babe.
I'm
but
inspired by the
understand when
Olympics,
this
too.
he is. In this oneness, and that we are. And so we're going to move through some things right now. Some things are going to disrupt our emotions and things as we move through the end of this year. But we can have that stability, and you can always come here to have love and support for you as we're traveling through these times. So just to let you know. Yeah.
I'm going to briefly say hi to some people in the chat just to acknowledge the sea humanity that we've got here. Then we'll highlight some of these comments in a little bit.
Let's do it.
Let's just say hi to our friend Holly Ann. We got Joe Mitchell. We got Jennifer Nickel. There's Tiffany Donaldson there. Debbie Thomasy is in the house. Jacqueline.
Hello, everybody. Oh gosh, some people I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Like Helen.
Helen is here.
And Nita is here.
I saw Nita earlier.
I know.
Is it Shamron? How were you pronounced?
Oh, good morning.
That? Good to have you here. Of course, Lisa Shepard's in the house.
Always.
Is it Yoda?
Yoda, welcome.
We've got that right.
Or maybe it's Yoda. I don't know, but hello, welcome.
Let's see who else we got. We got Nita. Let's see. Oh, and Beatrice is here.
Hi, Beatrice.
Katerina.
Oh, beautiful Katerina.
Carrie is here.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
And from Waynesville, Ohio, it's your #1 blonde realtor.
Oh, I love Ohio.
Crystal is in the house.
I love it.
Mary Lou Adele. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, you guys. All-star cast.
I know. We
Yay!
two Jessicas, Jessica Shackle, Jessica Emerson. All right. And Pamela Cotter is here. Jamie from earlier. I hope you're still here. So thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here.
And Stacy from St. Louis. We got Jan, Christine, Bronwyn.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Now that I'm shouting out people, everybody's getting crazy.
Come on, go for it.
Hear my name, too.
Yeah, say hello. We'll say hi to you. We love you.
Michelle.
Isn't that amazing how much it just feels good to be acknowledged, you know, to really just have that opportunity where somebody just shouts out your name and you just feel, it just feels good. I can remember when that would happen for me, when somebody would shout out my name and it just felt so good, like, oh, wow, I feel like I'm seen. And we want you to know that we see you and we love you and we're here for you. And and so welcome all those of you that are returning who haven't been here in a minute. Hi, it's so good to see you again. And then all of our first timers, welcome. We hope that you find value here and you want to stay.
If it is your first time, let us know where you're watching from, and if it's your first time, we'll give you a shout out, an official shout out as we go along here. But so great to have you all.
Adele from Barbados is here.
Yeah.
Oh, Utopia Blair.
It's our global high vibe tribe family.
Gosh, you guys.
So
grateful.
This morning we're streaming live to two YouTube channels, to my Affirmations YouTube channel and to Pooki's channel. And actually we're trying to direct more and more traffic, the bulk of it to Pooki's channel. In fact, I'm thinking about only streaming to Pooki's channel.
Hey, Rod. I just want to say hi to Rod.
Rod's in the house too?
Yeah, Rod's in the house too.
There he is,
I
Rod.
love
Hi,
Rod.
And that's awesome. And Utopia, aka Amber, is here.
So many people I meet, they tell me, "Oh, I watched your Sunday," and they never ever comment. But every time that I go out in town, people tell me, "Oh yeah, I watch your Sunday mornings," and I said, "I don't. You never comment." They said, "Yeah, no, I don't comment." But there's a lot of people out there that are watching in our own cities that even comment. It's so fun.
And Melissa and Utopia are celebrating their 1-year anniversary. That's awesome.
Wonderful!
Yay! But if you're watching on my channel, I encourage you to go over and subscribe onto Pooki's, because I'm trying to think these things true. I'm trying to really focus my channel more on affirmations, and we do a few minutes of affirmations on Sundays, but so I'm thinking about doing that. So make sure you subscribe to Pooki's channel in case, so you're always,
it disappears and you don't know where it went.
Yeah, you can always find us there. And so go ahead and do that. And the links to both of our channels are in the description here, wherever channel you're watching on it, you can find the other one. All right, so there we go. Oh, and also, while you're at it, I have talked about this recently. My email newsletter has been rebranded as the Abundant Life, your oasis for affirmations and inspiration. But it's actually where I go deeper than just affirmations, which are great tools, but I'm really wanting to serve people in a deeper way. And so this is one of the ways that I'm doing that. So if you're not already on that list, there are free and paid versions, but you get plenty of value with the free version. But if there's a small monthly fee if you want to get access to some exclusive content, but you just go to bobbakerinspiration.com. bobbakerinspiration.com, right there on the homepage. You'll see how you can sign up for that. Many of you are, but if not, get on that, and you'd be the first to know about some cool stuff that we have coming down the pike.
Many of you are, but most of you aren't.
That's right. Oh, subscribe, to the email and probably to the channels too.
And to the channel.
Oh, when you sign up for that Abundant Life newsletter, you get a copy of our ebook, Turbocharge Your Life. You get 6 free MP3 downloads of affirmations and meditation. So kind of create an incentive there for you. And then you get regular weekly updates on new videos and all that good stuff. So please do that. I think it's time for an original song.
Are we going to do it?
We're going to do it. Indeed. Let me get us hooked up here.
Okay. How are we sounding out there, folks? Lisa, how's the audio coming in?
Are we well balanced?
Yeah, like the guitar and stuff. Just checking.
Nita said
one of these days we're gonna have a hired sound engineer that's gonna be sitting over there, and he's gonna be like doing all the dials, and
really?
People will be fixing our mics and powdering our noses and
an official studio.
Yeah, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but
Nita says, I went to Bob's channel first this morning and followed the sound of laughter over here.
That's good. I've been laughing. I laughed so hard this morning. I thought I was going to fall out of my chair.
You did?
Yeah, a couple of times.
What was so funny?
I was talking to my sister.
No, that could be a laugh, right?
Yeah, my sister and I, we laugh a lot.
Chick,
That's good.
chick. Okay.
That's good. All right. You ready?
All right,
Wait.
Hang on, folks. She's all up in this drum thing.
Oh, let me just tell you.
Just don't scare the dog.
I'm going to do it over this way.
Yeah, so you don't scare him.
I know he doesn't.
right.
He doesn't. It's not that he doesn't like it. He just doesn't like percussive sounds near his ear. I don't blame him. I don't think I'd like it either.
So this song is about a place that you can go to where everything's good. It's kind of it's within you. It's also without you. You can determine where and how you access this place. But it's a song about that. Ready?
Ready.
There is a place where the sun always shines. There is a place where the stars all align. There is a way you can feel so inspired. Just say to yourself what you want and desire. I now live in the spirit of love. 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 There is a place where you are always strong, and there is a way you can feel you belong. There is a place where your light always shines. Just take a deep breath and you will realize I now live in the spirit of love. 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 You'll never need a reservation. You'll never wonder how. There is no need for hesitation. Your love begins now. I now live in the spirit of love. 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 Joy. I now live in the spirit of joy. I now live in the spirit of joy. Peace. I now live in the spirit of peace. I now live in the spirit of back to love. I now live in the spirit of 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 love. Woo!
Oh, that was fun. I'm learning to play my drum and sing. That was good.
Isn't that like tapping your head and rubbing your belly at the same time? Something like that.
No, it's totally like that. Yeah, it's fun. It's good. It's good to learn things, as you're kind of
Expanding your
expanding my
skill set, horizons.
expanding my brain, getting stronger. Is now a good time for a Pooki moment?
Nope.
Okay.
It's coming up.
Okay.
You know what we haven't done in a long time?
What?
That I didn't even tell you we were going to do?
What?
We haven't showed photos in a while.
No way.
Like even of our own. I'm sure people love to know
Of our own enjoyment?
Yeah. What do we do between Sundays when we're not? It's
What do we do?
I'm going to show you some activities.
Would you like to know what we're doing when we're not doing this?
Yeah.
You're about to find out, folks.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna start with the most recent, and I'm gonna go back in time because this is like going back, I don't know, 6 weeks or something. There's a few highlights.
I'm sure there's some stuff that's not even in there.
This is just yesterday. We got together with Dan and Jessica. Look at that! Look at that photo.
Oh my gosh, our chiropractor.
So Dan is our chiropractor, and he's also a functional medicine doc.
Yes,
or
friend,
practitioner.
A good friend. We love Dan.
And we met his significant other of many years, Jessica, yesterday. We had lunch, but Dan's a musician, and his dad used to run a music store in St. Louis called Fazio's Frets and Friends. And
I remember it.
I used to publish a local music newspaper, and it was a delivery stop. So I stopped in there a lot, and I talked to his dad. And I apparently met Dan when he was like 12 or something back in the 90s. And all these years later.
He was just a kid.
Yeah, so he's a great.
Now we go see him.
He's a great guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. And Jessica, his girlfriend, she's just a doll.
And she's like does some theta healing kind of energy work.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
awesome.
wild.
Some of these aren't labeled. Let me see. Oh, and then like a week ago Friday, we did an improv show at this coffee shop near our house where we've been going for a long time and got to know the people that run it. And turned out that her and her husband are big fans of Whose Line Is It Anyway? I do improv comedy, do improv shows. And thank you, Lisa. We've been on Reverb ever since.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
And I wasn't.
It happens.
I wasn't looking at the comments there. Sorry about that. So we're not. We're no longer in a cave. So this is the crowd. I took a photo of the crowd before we started our second set, and so we had a lovely time there. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
And we're gonna do it again in October. And this is a little photo of the cast. There are 5 of us that put on a 2-hour show. With an intermission, and so it's
Look
Mike,
at those
Nancy,
crazy people! Oh my gosh, they had
Eric,
such a good
Karen.
time. They are one wild crew. Let
and
me just say,
and they're very talented too.
oh, extremely.
Yeah, and they all aren't afraid to sing. So
No.
we do a lot of musical.
They get
improv.
out there. They do all kinds of. They're so bold.
Yeah.
Like you have to have like a boldness about you.
Well,
Like they're bold. Like they just. I've tried to do that. I've tried to do it a couple times with Bob, and just like, no, I'm gonna go over here and play my drum. I'm just gonna sit.
Well, you're
over
bold
here.
in other ways.
You're over here and sit and play my drum.
You do a lot of things that other people would say, "Oh, I couldn't do that." So we all each have those areas.
Yeah, I've been bold.
Yeah, but if you're St. Louis, we got we'll be doing other shows. Actually, October, November, and December. Looks like we're going to be doing one show a month. I'm performing with another group in early September. So if you're in St. Louis, reach out, let me know. This is something we did a few weeks ago. Remember this, Pooki?
I do.
What is that? Tell the people.
That's Canoa's Hawaiian Grill. This is a Hawaiian food truck here in St. Louis. And here, there's not that many Hawaiian people in St. Louis. So this food truck drags them all out to gather, and they meet each other there, and all kinds of crazy things start happening. Somebody breaks out a ukulele, they start dancing. It's a wild time. Anyhow, that's Kanoa, and he has a Hawaiian Grill, and it is amazing.
And that's his wife.
That's his wife. They're adorable.
They started this business like less than a year ago, and they've been doing really well.
Full time. They do
with
it full time.
So Kanoa's Hawaiian Grill.
Yeah, they have all the unhealthy Hawaiian things that you want to eat. Just saying, folks.
It's a lot of, but do it in moderation. We go out and support them. It was really good food too.
It's really good food.
Yeah.
And you also have to know what you're eating at the same time.
This is going back. My birthday was back at the end of June, so this is over a month ago. But this is my daughter Kelly Ray and Pookie. The three of us had a meal here in St. Louis on my birthday, and that's a photo I never did post anywhere.
I love that
realizing
picture of me.
Isn't that? I love that picture of me.
Yeah, I kind of look like a cat or something.
We're all kind of giggling. Yeah,
Something funny's happening.
yeah, something funny's happening. And this was back in
Oh, but
June.
isn't Ray cute? Isn't she just adorable?
She's
Look at
adorable.
her.
Yes.
Yeah, she's adorable. I love that little bean.
And send her some love because she had to put her
baby,
one of her dogs that she's had for 5 years, to sleep. Had gotten old and wasn't doing too well, and so she did what she needed to do. But it was very hard for her. This is her first dog as an adult, like owning a dog, and she worked at used to work at a stray rescue at a rescue place, and she adopted this older dog, and so she knew going into it that she wouldn't only have so many years with her, but there were like 5 glorious years, and it doesn't matter even if you know that's coming. It's a hard thing. So
yeah, stop talking about it.
I know. Well, that doesn't.
Because you know it's inevitable.
Yeah. Stop talking about what. Yeah, what? I could have stopped talking about. Yeah. Oh, I see about Keone. Yeah. We have a lot of years with him because we're spoiling him with good food. And
Yeah, we just refuse to let him grow up. We still say he's 2.
Yes, I'm gonna say that. Remember this photo?
I remember that photo.
This is from back in June. Shakespeare in the Park. They have they've been I don't know how many years, like 20.
Gosh, who's that cosmopolitan hunk model dude back there in the
Yeah, so the dude and the gal behind me are people that we know. Who is that?
Well, that over there on the far left-hand side is my youngest son,
That's Andrew.
Andrew, and his girlfriend Abigail.
That's right.
Abby. Yeah.
And I don't think I even realized they were
Behind you
they
like
were,
that?
Well, I knew they were behind me. I guess I was looking more at me in the crowd, and then when I looked at this later, I said that's a pretty cool photo.
I love that.
And then back on Father's Day, my daughter and we went to the art museum, and there's a couple photos from that. We're in front of a big giant shoe display there.
Was that made out of metal or something? It was made out of car parts.
Something. Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
And then there was another piece of art. So that was because it was a really hot day, so we had to do something indoors. Is that car parts? Maybe.
Yeah,
it is.
they are.
Okay. Oh, I see like a license plate in front.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's tires. Yeah, you're right. And they made it into like a pair of
question me?
sneakers.
You questioned me.
I questioned you. I question everything. And I just wanted to share this. This is something I posted on social media yesterday that got a lot of response. But I just wanted to share this with you. Due to circumstances within my control, I have decided to smile, laugh, and be optimistic today. Thank you for understanding.
I like that.
So,
Okay.
that seemed to get a lot of attention there. Okay. Yep. Then that's it on that. So let's check in with some comments. And we're going to applaud you, and then we're going to have a Pooki moment before we go into our.
However, I want to say something to Jewish Queen. She says 5 years old is not an old dog. The dog wasn't old. The dog was extremely sick.
Yeah.
And so.
And the dog wasn't 5. She's had him for 5 years, so she probably got the dog.
And she adopted an older dog that nobody wanted.
The dog was already
and it
like
already
6
had
years
problems.
old. Yeah.
So she knew that she had a very short period of time. So it wasn't that the dog was 5 years old.
Yeah,
So
but
just
she
so that
had.
you know.
She got the dog when he was around 5 or 6.
Yeah,
or
it was a
6.
dog nobody wanted, and she took her home. So
Yes.
she's had 5 years with her. So we send our love to Ray.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just wanted to make sure that you understood. Thank you.
Thank you very much for clarifying that.
Yes,
I'm
I
not
absolutely
keeping
did.
an eye on the.
I'm just kind of watching them as they roll in, just catching some things.
Well, this would be a time. Debbie says, "Beautiful pictures. Thanks for sharing." Wow, she looks just like you, Bob.
Doesn't
Thank
she?
You. That's
The cutie.
Yeah, Debbie says she has good memories of her late Labrador.
Yeah, I mean, we remember all of our dogs. I remember Poopsie
yeah.
from my childhood. I mean, that dog. I mean,
Nita says she's going to Kauai at the end of the month.
oh, you're
Isn't
going to
that
love it,
cool?
Nita. If it's your first time or your 50th time, you're still going to love it.
Crystal says Andrew is handsome.
Isn't he, though? He looks like his grandpa.
Lisa sending lots of love. Thank you there so much. Let's see here.
She is adorable.
Oh, Deanne. Hi, Deanne. Says there's a Hawaiian food truck in Buffalo too.
Yeah. Well, be careful because there's a lot of carbs in that food. Lots and lots and lots. So you just have to be, it's not that you can't eat it. And so you have to be mindful when you do.
And Lisa says, "Oh my goodness, my daughter and I went out for Hawaiian food, and it was so good. Hopefully, they got the authentic stuff. But still, if it was good, then it's good.
Yeah, good food is good food. It doesn't matter what ethnicity it's claiming.
Crystal says, "What do I do in between these live streams? I wait here for the next live stream. it's just twiddling your thumbs, waiting, counting the hours."
Oh, yep.
Jacqueline said, "Great song earlier. Loving the matching look. We're going to check out a pickleball court." Yeah. Deanne and Casey, Pookie and I, we played pickleball.
Oh, there's a seed that was planted.
Back in April. And sorry about the reverb earlier. Let's see. Oh, that's right. They're getting ready to go to the park. Okay. Let's see here. What else is going on? Anybody here for the first time? Yeah, Jan Christine mentioned the Hawaiian mantra for forgiveness, which is Ho'oponopono. Yeah, Ho'oponopono, for sure. But yeah, let us know where you're watching from, because I'm not. And if you're here for the first time. Oh, look at this. Sandra says Ray is a beautiful person. You spelled her name correctly and everything. I remember my doggies. Beautiful people love animals.
Mm-hmm. No, she's a great mom. She'll be a great mom.
And Nita's taking her nieces surfing for her birthday. Any recommendations? Well, I don't think you know any.
I don't know anything about Kauai. I've never been, so I just say go into the travel guides and see what you can find. There should be some good listings, like Blue Planet as a good guide, and Voters, and they usually list some things that are pretty good.
Whispers from the universe. I have totally fallen in love with you guys. Can't wait to hang out one day. Yes. I would love to be able to create more live events if we could make that work.
There's like some things that no matter how many times you try to do it, it just never works out like the way that you see it happening. And we've had that experience with live events. It's like, So then you wonder, like, maybe we should not do that anymore because the energy isn't flowing there.
Yeah.
Right. And so then you're like, you just take an assessment. Not that it wasn't it was a wonderful, fabulous experience. They always are. They're magnificent. Yeah. However, it's just like sometimes the energy's not there and you have to kind of shift. You have to kind of make a shift. And when you do, magic happens. No kidding.
Oh wait, what did I see here? This. We have to highlight this. It's probably more of an inside thing than anything else. But a miracle just happened, Pookie.
What's that?
A miracle
No way.
took
It didn't
place.
just happen.
Dora Lee, hi everyone. Guess what? I nonchalantly found my phone in my healing room this AM. Don't usually take my phone in there.
What? Are you kidding me? That phone's been lost for 7 months.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. All right, all of you high vibe tribers, do you remember this saga? Right. Do you remember this?
Those of you who came to Florida?
Yes, those of you who came to Florida. Oh my gosh, Dora Lee, I'm calling you today.
A miracle.
A miracle. Thank you, Creator.
The sun is, the
oh
clouds
my
are
gosh.
parting, the sun is
Oh, Dora Lee, it's a new day.
It's a new day.
It's a new day. Oh, are we excited about that for you? Oh my gosh, right? Like even Lisa says, oh my God, yay, Dora Lee.
All these months. And
all these months.
She held faith that there was something that she would find it. Yeah. I'm gonna missing nonsense there. Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh, that's such great news. I'm calling you today, Dora Lee. Go charge that phone. Well, that's one turn in the right direction.
That's right. So, actually, that's the thing. I guess our group of people knew that Dora Lee was going to find that. I think they had something to do with it. I think they all prayed. In fact, there was a prayer group, and they have assembled in a studio. We call it Studio B. It's right next door. Right, Crystal? Are you getting ready? And they have assembled here to celebrate the finding of, it's like the second coming. I mean, it really is. This is how much of a miracle this is. They have gathered to celebrate with us, and I think they are set up right now, and they are pretty much responsible because they have been praying for all these months, right? So,
Right.
so let's.
This is your prayer team, Dorley.
This is cute.
This is-
We're gonna cue Studio B with a countdown, and I believe that the correct way to do this is to start from 5 and go
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
right? 'Cause
babe. Count down, not count up.
I totally botched it last week. Here we go. So post it in there. Q Studio B. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there's your prayer team.
Oh my gosh, your prayer team, they are so excited that you have manifested your phone.
Now put it on a leash or something. So
Yeah, strap it to your body.
strap on iPhone. All right. All right. So before we go into our main topic, why don't you, Pookie, tell? She asked for me to add, and I'm going to have to add this to the chapter markers. Well, yeah, I will for Lisa. So note to Lisa, who does the chapter markers. By the way, what are chapter markers? Well, if you come to actually any of my videos or any of the Sunday live streams within a couple hours or so, you'll be able to go to specific segments. Chapter markers are ways that YouTube has allowed people to have chapters to their videos. So if you want to go right to Bob's Comedy Corner, if you want to
You can skip everything.
yeah, you can go right there. And so it's so there you go. If you want to go right to a specific song that we sung, it's right there. If you don't know what that is, Google chapter markers and you'll figure it out. Yeah. But we're going to add this. This is a Pookie moment. Pookie, tell them what you want to talk about before we talk about our main topic.
Okay, so this is something that I really want to talk about this time because there's a lot of energy behind it, and I wanted to share it with you. And it's kind of like off topic of what we're talking about today. So I said, "Hey, Bob, can I have a Pookie moment so I can just share this, right? Because it's so exciting." All right, so many of you know that I've done this certification, and I'm certified as a lifestyle coach with Dr. Mindy Pelz, and I've been learning this whole process from my own thyroid. So what I did was I found out for my particular, and all this is really, you have to be kind of like evaluated to figure out what's going on with your body. So I say all these things not as an invitation for you to do these things, because really you need somebody that's going to help and guide you through this process. So I wouldn't suggest that you do this on your own without at least speaking to somebody who can help guide you, right? So I went on a long fast. Because Mindy said I was diagnosed last year with an autoimmune disorder, right? And women are like 80% are more likely, 80% of women are more likely to get like an autoimmune disorder. So I have one, and the recommendation was to fast 3 to 5 days, water fast only, once a month. Okay, so I have already been fasting. I've had a fasting lifestyle on and off for quite some time. However, I've never quite done it the way that Mindy is teaching it. So I'm learning a new process, right? That's extremely powerful and connected to the cycles of the moon and connected to my own cycles of my body. So I go on this long fast, and amazing things start happening for me. First, of course, it's really, really difficult. I understand that what I'm getting ready to teach people is not something that's easy to do. 4 of us started fasting on the first day, and by the second day, there were 2 of us left, and by the third day, there was 1 of us left, and that was me. And at that moment, I had to make a choice as to whether I was going to continue or whether I was just going to go in there and eat food like everybody else. But I decided that I'm coming into a deep relationship with my own body, and I love my body, and I'd gone this far, and it was like, no, I'm not turning around. I'm going to continue going. So I continued, and I had so many amazing things. Like I had I had like this activation, like this healing in this part of my body. I don't know what was going on, but I know that as I was doing this longer fast, there were healing processes that were being activated in my body. My brain became very clear. All of my joints and everything moved with fluidity. I didn't have strength. I didn't have like power. I wasn't moving furniture for you. But if you needed me to figure something out or think of, like a thought on something and like using my brain was really, really on top of it. I lost some weight. I lost about 10 pounds. Not that I need to lose weight, and it's coming back, but I'm eating really good foods as I'm returning from my fast. So I know that it's not coming back from sugar, that this is actually like muscle that I'm building. So I just wanted to celebrate this experience of doing this for myself. It has been magical for me, and I feel so good. I feel like I really served my body in a beautiful way by fasting. It felt like I was holding space for my body to heal, because it isn't until we get into these longer fasts that we can actually activate these deeper healing processes. And they're really, really important, especially if we're facing some challenging things like autoimmune disorders and things like that. So I'm working with my thyroid, and I'm working with my autoimmune, and I'm also working with my diet, and I'm paying really close attention and working in ways that support my body as I'm moving through these different cycles of my month. So, and then on top of that, remember that photograph of us with Dr. Dan and Jessica? Well, while we were sitting and having lunch with them yesterday, Dan said to me, he said, I want you to coach me. So I'm going to get to coach Dan and help him. And then he says, when we're done with that, then we'll talk about maybe working with some of my clients at my office, at my chiropractic office. And I was like, wow, what? Are you kidding? So that's all just like, it's all just starting to come up. And it's something that I could have never anticipated. I never would have seen this coming, right, Bob?
What's that?
Everything that's happening with me and all of this.
Yeah.
Would you have ever seen any of this coming?
No, no. And when we talk about the manifestation garden, we can probably make some references also to your drumming activities. I think that they
Yeah, that's
relate
another
there.
thing that's just like going
Yeah. A couple
full
couple
force.
questions came up, or things came up here. Lisa Sherman earlier asked, "Did you feel like passing out from only consuming water for?" And Joe says 3 day water fast. It's actually 5, right? So you went 5 full
Yeah.
days. So did you ever feel weak or like passing out or lightheaded at all?
So when you're doing these longer fasts, anything at 72 hours, I mean 36 hours plus, you kind of want to monitor your body, and you're really, so like I'm paying attention to my blood sugar and my ketones. So I'm following that. That's really kind of directing how it is that I'm responding to my body. Now, I'm drinking things like coffee with no sugar, a little bit of organic cream, and MCT oil, and then I can have herbal teas, no sugar, and then iced lemon water. I drink my lemon water warm. I like it warm, but lemon water. And so those are the fluids that you can take in. If you're feeling like a little dizzy or a little weak or whatever, you can eat half of an avocado, or you can have a cup of coffee or tea with some of that MCT oil in it. You just need a little bit of fat, and that fat will support you, and it'll turn off that hunger signal that's going to your brain. So the fat supports you so that you can go longer on your fast, so that you don't have to break your fast, and you'll come back into your body and everything. There are also things like keto cups or fat bombs that you can research and read about, and you can purchase them or make them yourself. However, but you want to intake as little as possible. You want to try to stay in that deep high fasting state. And it's really important for you to be able to monitor your ketones. If this is something that interests you, I would suggest that you get this specific blood glucose monitor, which is called a Keto Mojo, because it allows you to test your glucose and your ketones. And you need both of them when you're doing a long fast for sure. You need to know what's going on with your body when you're long fasting. You need to know how your ketones are, because there's a point where your ketones can get too high, and you need to know when you get there. So when you start feeling a little weak, there are some things that you can do. But if you ever are fasting and your limbs feel like they're filled with water, your legs and your arms, like you can't move, like you can't get up off the chair or whatever, abandon the fast immediately and start eating. That's the sign that we want you to stop fasting. We don't want you to just eat a little bit of something and try to keep going. No, if you start getting that, I can't lift my arms, I can't lift my legs, eat, because you have to abandon the fast, because something metabolically with you is out of balance, and we have to figure out what that is. So it's a whole process of like going through, like right now I'm getting a PhD on my own body and how it operates. I learned so much through this fasting process of watching my glucose and my ketones. And it really it informed me as to how to move forward from here. So There are things that you can do so that you can achieve this. I would say if you're not a faster already, do not try to go and do a 3-day fast right away. Just because really your body is super intelligent. Let me just tell you, your body knows what to do. More intelligent than any man. Doctors are trying to figure this thing out, but this thing already knows. And all you're doing when you stop eating is you're giving the body the opportunity to heal because it'll move into a healing mode. You're just holding space, like you're holding the container for your body to heal. It's a really loving process that you do with yourself. So if you want to know more, I'll be talking about more of this on my YouTube channel. However, I am in the process of I really want to understand this before I share this with you so that I know that I'm directing you in a good way. So if you want to know more or interested in my group coaching when I make it available, I have a waiting list that you can sign up on.
And
So I
it's
just want to say
it's
that.
in the description of the.
Yeah. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited about this.
And the question there, MCT oil. Just go ahead and Google it, but I think it stands for medium chain.
Triglycerides
Is
or
that
something.
is that it? I forgot what it was. A specific type of.
It's a coconut oil. It's
yeah.
liquid, in liquid form.
Yeah.
And I just squirted it in my coffee in the morning.
Yeah, but do as long as you can. I mean, yeah, just start with a, I don't know,
Yeah,
24 hour.
Start testing. Go read or go start listening to Dr. Mindy Pelz on YouTube.
PELZ.
PELZ. Because anything that she's saying, I will say too. Because she's my mentor. So
And that-
anything that I'm not going to contradict anything that she says. So you can go over there and know that I'm going to be saying the same thing that she's saying.
And that's where Pooki got her certification.
That's where my
In
certification
fact,
is.
you
through.
can sign up for, when we mentioned this waiting. It's kind of a waiting list, but it's also Pookie's email list. There's a photo of the three of us. That's Dr. Mindy on the right there in the purple, and it's taken back in March at the Hay House conference, and that's where. But go to the link. It's actually bobbakerinspiration.com/Pooki Pooki. That'll take you there to that page where you can get on the list. So yeah, check that out. Now let's turn our attention to our
you.
main event, which is your manifestation garden.
Oh, baby.
Growing your dreams into reality.
Oh, baby.
So I know I have been kind of taking a deep dive lately. I think this dovetails with things that both of us have been doing, but I've been aware of manifestation. Certainly, I'm in the law of attraction. I mean, for many, many years. But I've particularly just been soaking up manifestation related videos. Like Pooki, you can confirm that I've been listening to a lot of these things lately, just trying to raise my vibration and kind of understand it more. Even though, no matter how long you've been practicing something, you can always go deeper with it, And so it's something that's fascinating me because there's things that I'm wanting to manifest that go above and beyond the great, awesome life that I and we are living now.
Candy, too.
And I just want to make sure that I'm firing on all cylinders and give myself every advantage to serve more, make more of an impact, bring more money into the household. That's certainly a worthy goal to have. All these things. And then also Pooki has been manifesting like crazy, or just doing this between this health certification and that aspect, and then this drumming thing, which he's talked about off and on over the weeks. So maybe we can weave that into this conversation.
Okay.
In the description of the video, there is a link to a 2-page PDF that has these 7 steps, basically, I wanted to compare. I love this idea of comparing manifesting in your life, comparing it to how you would tend to a garden. And there are a lot of similarities there. I think sometimes we learn when we compare something to something else and go, oh, I see how this fits. And so there are 7 points here. There's a 2-page PDF. It's a Dropbox link. So there's Dropbox is an online storage thing. When you click that link, just to let you know, you don't have to sign up for Dropbox to get this thing. If you already have a Dropbox account, many people do, you could save it to your Dropbox. However, it may ask you to download an app or something. You don't have to do that. Look for a link where it says just continue to using a browser. So you don't have to sign up for Dropbox. Just let you know. But you have to look for it. Sometimes they hide it at the bottom because they want you to sign up. There's free options with Dropbox and there's paid options. But you don't have to do any of those. Just look for the link that says continue to browser if you just want to download this or grab this 2-page PDF. All right. So let's go through this. I'm just going to read bits and pieces of this, and then we're going to riff on it. But so we're going to explore the parallels between manifesting your desires and nurturing a garden. Just as a garden needs care and attention to flourish, so do your dreams and your goals. So here are the 7 essential steps to do that. So the first step is to plant healthy seeds in the ground. All right. So your intentions are like seeds that you plant in fertile soil. When setting goals, be clear and specific about what you want. Just as you would choose the best seeds for your garden, focus on positive, uplifting intentions that align with your values and your desires. So the seeds that we're talking about with manifestation, of course, are your intentions, your desires, your goals, the vision for your life. And maybe I'll use, for my example, as we go through this, I'll use an example of how I became a published author. There was many years back, kind of back in my 20s, way back in the day, where I had ambitions to publish a book, but I just wasn't sure how to get there. But I planted that seed, and I saw myself someday having a book out. And now, here, many, many years, decades later, I got 16 physical books out, and I got a stack of them here. Here's just one of them. Here's the first book that came out in 1993. And then here's one more recent book, and then a lot of you have my Power of Affirmations book too. But that started. It was the seed of an idea, just like your drumming activities that you're currently doing, which you have a lot of interest in. People showing up for live events, that started as an idea in your mind, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, in that particular instance, babe, somebody planted a seed in me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, seeds. The seeds can come from many sources.
So this seed came from Sewa. Sewa planted the seed of the drum in me.
This is a friend of yours in California?
Yes.
I think? Okay. Who does drum circles and
She's
things.
the Sisters of the One Drum.
Okay. And she is a big already
Big
existing
organization in California. 40 to 160 women on the second Wednesday of every month gathered to drum. So I heard her drum in Hawaii, and she planted that seed in me.
Wow. Yeah, so the seeds of an idea, like I didn't out of vacuum decide to become an author. It was after reading books by other authors like Wayne Dyer. Here's a copy of The Power of Intention by Wayne Dyer, which I'll come back to. But I was inspired by reading other books, especially in my personal growth journey, and I went, oh my God, it's amazing how you can. Just the words on a page can like change someone's life. I said, I want to do that for someone else someday. So in a similar way, I was inspired. Yeah, everything I do, it was initially inspired by seeing someone else do it, and something within me resonated with that, and I pursued it. So similar thing, right? And by the way, I just got to show this off. We were both at the same event when Wayne Dyer was in St. Louis, I think in 2003 or 4. I think it's 2004. And here's my signed copy.
We didn't even know it. We were there together at the same time.
We didn't know each other then. No. Yeah. Bob. This is Bob and then Wayne Dyer. So, and I have this right next to my signed. You Can Heal Your Life. And there is Bob and Pooki. Louise Hay signed that. So I got them both right here on my desk as inspiration. Right?
There you go.
And I've signed many books myself for other people over the decades.
I've signed a couple too. Yes. I didn't even write them.
You didn't even write them. Pooki will sign my book too until she gets her own out. In fact, we have a new order that came in that we need to send off tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. So planting the seed. So the seed is the idea. It's the vision that you hold in your mind. And so that's the first step, just like planting a garden is planting that seed. Then you need to water, nurture, and care for your garden, I believe, daily. So think of this, how you would actually do a garden, whether you're growing flowers or vegetables or whatever it is. Consistency is key. Just as a garden needs daily watering, your desires require regular attention. So you practice affirmations, visualization, and gratitude daily. By nurturing your dreams, you're giving them the energy they need to grow. So how do you nurture your dreams, Pooki Lee? You water them? Do you?
Absolutely. Well, so when a seed gets planted in me, and all of a sudden it's like the stimulation of like growth, like it goes into activated mode. So then all of a sudden I start feeling into the space, and then oddly enough, these things will start. I'll have an inspired idea or an inspired action that I'll take, or something that will call to me, and I'll start doing these things. And all of a sudden, the next thing I know, like going and attending other drumming circles, and then learning about reading a book about women in the drum, and then finding out about frame, all that stuff, and then it just all starts to flow, for me, because I'm receiving at this point. I don't know, but maybe that's not, maybe we went too far and all that.
Maybe I saw something that Lisa. I think I may have neglected to upload the chapter markers of Google Doc. The ask and receive affirmations are from last week, and so look in the description of the video for the current one, which is the manifestation garden thing.
Oops.
Yeah, so sorry about that. I dropped the ball.
But it's just like taking any action, like the immediate action that you take after a seed is planted.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's kind of like this. That's like like this, the first signs of life. Like boom, like ooh, this thing is going to be something other than this seed that's just been sitting here dormant. Now it's going to be something. Now there's like life. There's energy into it, and so then inspired ideas and actions will start come to me, and I'll start to take them.
Cool. So step 2 is the water, nurture, care for it. So that's like the basic stuff. You have to sort of focus on it. But kind of another step 3 that I, at least in my summary of this process here, then you add fertilizer and nutrients to encourage growth. So like you turbocharge these seeds that you have planted. It's still not sprouting yet, but sometimes your garden needs a little extra boost. With manifestation, this means adding high vibe energy and inspiration. Surround yourself with uplifting people, read motivational books, and engage in activities that enrich your spirit. These are the nutrients that help your dreams grow stronger. And this is pretty much what I'm doing by like soaking up more of this manifestation stuff. I know this. I can just on a surface level think, oh yeah, I'm going to manifest my dreams and do that half-hearted, just do the routine sort of stuff. But you can take it into another level too. You can energize that and turbocharge, if I might use that term, your efforts by just really immersing yourself in the energy of this thing, these seeds that you have planted. So go the extra mile to give it an extra boost. Then, and this is part of our Heal Activate.
So might that be what jam sessions are?
Jam sessions are active. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I guess one part that I did maybe leave out here was the action part of it, but I don't know.
So like jam sessions, just so you know, are 20-minute segments where you turn your phone off, you have nobody disturb you, nobody bother you, you pick one thing on your list and you give like blazing all your energy to it. You get it's like you're in a race, you're in a sprint race and you're sprinting all the way to the finish, and in that 20 minutes you get as much done in the direction of that particular goal as possible. And there were times in my life where I had 3 of them a day where I would focus on something else and push.
Yeah.
That's fertilizer.
That totally does tie in to that. Number 4, and these they don't have to be done in this particular order. Like it can be done simultaneously. But 1 is remove weeds and things that stunt growth. So just as weeds can choke a garden, and I know we can define what a weed is. Sometimes they're not all bad, right? But just as certain invasive things can choke a garden, negative thoughts and beliefs can hinder the manifestation process. So identify and remove these weeds by practicing mindfulness and self-awareness. Replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, and minimize any mental clutter that blocks your path. So obviously, this is getting rid of the blocks, the things that are holding you back, and these are beliefs, their behaviors, their negative thoughts. And I always like to be clear about this. You're never going to, I guess some people, maybe Zen masters, can completely rid themselves of these, but I think most humans will never rid themselves. You're always going to have negative thoughts. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have challenges. The thing is
growth.
Yeah. The thing is to minimize them. Be aware of these things that are holding you back. And so in the same way that you would pull the weeds, or you would put up a fence to keep the squirrels from coming in and nibbling on your, or the deer in our case here in the suburbs. What can you do to minimize the things that are stunting the growth of your seeds? All right. And those are often things going on in your own head.
And you got to think about it, because all those weeds are in the soil too. So it's like pulling it up. So as you're pulling it all up, you're putting more air in the soil for more breathing. So more room for your vision to expand, right? As you're removing there. But did you know that there's another planting technique that can avoid weeds? Did you know that?
What's that?
This is a really powerful planting technique. You ready for it?
Oh, brace myself.
Brace
Here we go.
yourself. What you do is instead of like planting every plant 6 inches apart, you plant them like half an inch apart. And then when they grow up, the strongest will survive. But they also don't have any room for any of the other weeds to grow. There's no space for weeds to grow.
Oh, okay. So,
And no space for weeds to grow. I learned this technique from, I don't remember his name, I think Bradshaw is his last name, John. And it was The Joy of Gardening. And he has a raised bed method that's all about compact planting to keep weeding down.
so it's like overwhelming the garden, the soil with the positive stuff, and it pushes out the weeds.
Right. So now think of your life on that.
Oh boy.
Think of you like you just like all your, your visions, right? And you just let them all pop up and just like, wow, that prolification of life, of energy. I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. Because I have these two, like one on its own would be plenty for any one person, right? But now I have two really big things that are like fully activated in my life that are calling. They're calling me.
And that's the health certification
The
stuff.
health and the drum.
And the drumming. Two separate, yeah.
And I have another life too that I'm living.
You got a family and
A family, and I need to eat.
yeah. Friends. Yeah.
So funny.
But I like this whole thing about sometimes, especially if you have patterns that have built up over decades, which we often do if we're adults here, many are not teenagers or whatever. You've got patterns that have been set in place from decades of being ingrained. Some serve you, but many of them don't. And so to weed them out, if you just take a half-hearted approach, you only have a half-hearted result. So sometimes you have to overwhelm it with positivity, with like immerse yourself in the life that you want to live. Listen to podcasts and interviews and do the affirmations,
And visualize and create a vision board and
vibrate at that energy and mix it up. You just don't, because like sometimes we talked about this thing called habituation, where we sort of tune out things that are regular things in our life. Because a lot of times people say, hey, I really enjoyed, if I did your affirmations for 30 days and it was great the first month and now I'm not feeling it. Okay, I understand.
go back to it.
Well, not only go back to it, or change it up. Listen to a different recording. Try different affirmations.
Right.
Listen to something else.
This isn't a one and done thing.
And then you can
folks.
always come back to the thing, just like you've
This
heard.
is a lifestyle. This isn't you just do this one time and it heals your whole life. This is a consistent practice.
Like we all have favorite bands or artists, singers, songs, whatever. But if you listen to it over and over and over again, it would like drive you crazy, right? So you have to mix things up to keep that variety going. All right, number 5 here on the big list. This is really important. Have faith and patience that your seeds will grow when the time is right. You've probably heard this. A lot of personal development people have mentioned this analogy over the years, where if you plant a seed and you're getting impatient, I want it to grow. Is it you don't keep digging it up every day and going, is it working? Right. No, you leave it under. You don't see that seedling or that thing coming up for, it could be weeks, could be days, could be
Bamboo,
weeks.
I think it's like 10 years or something.
Oh my God, that's what. Yeah. It's like the cicadas, like you dig them up every
Crazy. It's crazy.
however many years. But so there's a certain amount of faith here. So gardens don't bloom overnight, and neither do your goals and desires. Trust the process and have faith that your seeds will sprout in their own time. Patience is vital. It's normal to have doubts along the way. Is just this thing gonna bloom? But just keep moving forward with the knowing, in quotes, that your rewards are coming. So in the same way that you don't dig up the seed and wonder, is it doing its thing? You just know that it is. It's working its magic. And the same thing with your life. There's got to be a certain amount of faith, right?
Yeah, no, you have to. And you have to trust the process, right? It's all about trusting. And that's a really big thing. Like all the things that we're talking about as far as manifesting, the most important thing is that the energy that you're bringing it to it. Because if you don't think it's going to happen and you're still doing all these things, but really you're like, yeah, no, it's not gonna. It's not like, because you know what, 85% is really hard. Actually, 99% is really hard. 90% of effort, 100% is really easy. Really easy. So when you're 100% committed, it gets really easy. When I committed 100% to my fast, it got really easy. 99's hard. It's hard.
But I would also say that even in your most optimistic pursuit of something, there's going to be challenges. There's going to be days you don't feel like
Always.
doing it. And so, but the knowing that it's coming, and because that's just another, I heard someone speak recently about you don't always have to be in a great mood to continue pursuing, like people saying, there's this like, and then we even talk about ourselves, the high vibe tribe. So there's this notion that you have to be high vibe and positive all the time to be living in a fully, full on life. And I think while you can strive for that as much as possible, you can also have this approach. Your moods can shift day to day, hour to hour, but as long as your North Star is I am a fully activated person, I know this goal is happening, and there's going to be some days I'm going to be all in and excited about it. There's going to be some days I'm going to have to sort of push myself.
Oh my gosh.
Or then some days I just have to take a break from it because I'm getting burned out from doing this thing. It's all okay, as long as your North Star, your overall mission stays intact. But I know
as long as you don't abandon your mission.
Right. And so
do whatever you need to do. Take a break.
But faith,
it's okay.
And here's the part here. Enjoy the process, not just the end result. That's number 6. Gardening is as much about the journey as it is about the harvest. Enjoy the daily rituals, the small victories along the way. Celebrate your progress and the lessons learned. Even if your garden hasn't fully bloomed yet, the joy is in the journey. Wow, that's a great lesson, because we all think, well, as soon as I get that goal, as soon as the book is published, or as soon as people show up at my first event, then I'm going to celebrate. No, you can celebrate along the way.
That's right. You can.
What are you learning? What are you stopping?
Celebrate along the way.
And then number 7 here. Oh, we're rolling right along here. Number 7. Enjoy the harvest and bounty when the seeds bloom. Finally, when your intentions materialize, celebrate and enjoy the results. Just as you would savor the fruits of your garden, relish in the manifestations you've invested your time and energy in. Express gratitude for your achievements and acknowledge the growth you've experienced.
That's great.
So a lot of times when you finally reach that thing, you're on to the next thing. Okay, what's the next goal? No, you get to savor that. Savor the whole journey, and especially celebrate. Like we were just talking the other day about sometime in the next maybe 2 or 3 months, my Affirmations channel will hit 400,000 subscribers. I think it's at 394,000 right now. Just hit that. And I got a couple thousand new ones. So I'm on track sometime around October or November. And I want to have a party when that happens. We never have done that at any other milestone, like have a physical party. We've had like Zoom. Maybe we'll have a Zoom party too. I don't know. But there's this place that we found that's a great like gathering place for outdoors, and it's got little activities and all this stuff near our house. And when I see kind of approximate a date when it's going to hit, I'm going to celebrate it. I'm going to, hey, come on out and join us at this place, and let's hang out and celebrate. So so do that with your own life. Let's see here. Let me show you those. Oh, Michelle says, I'm so glad you spoke about moods changing. I was starting to wonder about my irritability interfering with my manifestation. Yeah. So I think that's maybe a miss. And I'm trying to be more clear when I talk about positivity. I'm a pretty upbeat person. And so a lot of people have this notion that if I'm not positive 100% of the time, I'm faulty. I'm doing something wrong. No, you're not. It's it's just how can you get there?
Most of the time.
Yeah, or even not. Even it's a greater percentage of the time than you have been. So like I said, if you feel fulfilled, it's not about being happy. That's another thing too. All I want to do is be happy. If you pursue happiness directly, quite often it's elusive. Happiness is a byproduct of pursuing other things, pursuing a worthy goal, hanging out with people that you enjoy, and so it's you pursue activities and experiences. It's not just about I feel happy. You can get there, I suppose, and have those moments where I just feel content. I'm going to go to this park because I know it's going to make me feel good, and
that happens for me.
Yeah. There are things that you can do to feel better, but you don't have to feel that way 100% of the time.
No, I don't. You don't.
To be living a great life,
No, my life is amazing. And there's still some times when I'm learning things.
But a lot of people are facing challenges, whether it's financial or relatives that are, they're needing to care for, or whatever the case is. They feel not happy most of the time, or are anxious, frustrated, angry. Why did somebody sent me an email the other day going, I keep asking God, what did I do wrong? I say, oh my God, what an awful. Don't ask that question. Ask where's the in the midst of all this difficulty, where's the lesson? Where's the gift? How can I make the most of this situation? Those are questions to ask
What
yourself.
do I need to learn?
Yeah. And so if you're only feeling like 10% glimmers of happiness, God, if you could up that to 20% or 30% of the time, wouldn't that be an improvement in your life? So take baby steps. It's not about going from wherever you are to 100%, because as a human being, you won't get there. So don't put that pressure on yourself, but just how can you learn to manage your garden so that it's blooming? If somebody doesn't care about their garden, like you're a neighbor or whatever, you can tell the people that have put the time and the effort into it, and those who just kind of like it's an afterthought,
Right.
And so the more you focus on it, the more your garden will bloom. Download this PDF. It's in the description. And
It's good for you.
Yeah. All right, cool. Wow. Here we go. Wow, we still got some stuff here. One of the things that I'm manifesting is, I mentioned this before, just going to tease you. It's not available yet, but it's getting closer and closer. I've been spending a lot of time editing videos for this course and this experience, this process that I'm calling the Personal Transformation Matrix. It's the Heal, Activate, Connect process that Pooki and I have developed really over the past couple of years. And we've done a lot of online trainings on it. And I am painstakingly editing these together into a system that's going to help you thrive in your life. And so that's going to be available soon. You'll be hearing me talk a lot about it. Not available yet, but it will be soon. So hold the vision. That's one thing I really want to. I just think this is going to be our signature system, the thing that we're known for moving forward. And I'm really looking forward to spending the next year or years letting people, promoting this thing, getting as many people in there. It's going to come with not only all these video lessons and the steps that we have taken to improve our lives and the lives of others, but it's also come with a community and all kinds of good stuff. So keep an eye out for that. Sorry to be teasing you, but yeah, I'm excited, and hopefully it'll be available soon. I got some manifestation affirmations. Let's do these real quick. We got to keep rolling along here. You ready?
Baby.
Are you ready for these?
Ready.
All right. These are like 6 or 7. You going to repeat them after me?
9 there, baby.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. Here we go. Repeat them after me. Yeah, it's not every line. It's like every other color.
I got you.
Okay, here's the first one.
They're just long.
I am planting the seeds of my desires.
I am planting the seeds of my desires.
I nourish my dreams with positivity.
I nourish my dreams with positivity.
Every day I water my intentions with faith and optimism.
Every day I water my intentions with faith and optimism.
I trust the process and celebrate every step along the way.
I trust the process and celebrate every step along the way.
My manifestations blossom at the perfect time.
My manifestations blossom at the perfect time.
I enjoy the journey and the harvest.
I enjoy the journey and the harvest.
I love my manifestation garden.
I love my manifestation garden.
So, a big part of this whole watering and nurturing your dreams is having a expression of gratitude.
Right.
You think
I'm
we might?
grateful.
You want to play a song about it?
Sure.
Do you? Oh, wait, hang on a second. And then we got Bob's Comedy Corner. We'll be wrapping things up here in a little bit, but if you're able to stick around and hang out with us more, please do. We had a lot to talk about this morning. It's all good, too. Good stuff, right, Pooki? Mm-hmm. Let me get hooked up here. Hang on a second. So, why is gratitude so important? Why did we write this song?
Because gratitude comes from a deep space within you that offers Thanksgiving. Like, it's so important to be grateful for everything that we've been given. And sometimes it's hard because, like, sometimes you have to be grateful for the hard times too.
Mm-hmm.
And so how do we have gratitude for everything that's happening in our life? Actually, the more things that we're grateful for, the more things that will come to us to be grateful for. But if we have a lack of gratitude in our lives and we're not grateful for things, it's really hard for the universe to, like, really want to give us a lot, because why? We don't even care. We're not even grateful for the stuff we got.
You ready?
Yep. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. With every breath and step I take, I'm blessed to be alive. With every breath and step I take, I'm blessed to be alive. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. Throughout each day, in so many ways, I know how loved I am. Throughout each day, in so many ways, I know how loved I am. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. 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 Oh my gosh, I was just like having all these flashes going through my whole body of like all the things that have been happening lately in my life, and I'm like, wow, I am so grateful. Whoa, 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 whoa. All this stuff happening around my certification and my health. Oh, that's like a big win for me, right? Don't we want to be strong and healthy? Oh my gosh, I am winning, 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 winning. I am in the winning right now.
You're in the
I am
winning?
so winning right now.
You're in the winning right now. Sounds like you're savoring or you're enjoying the journey.
I am. I'm loving the journey. Oh my gosh, I haven't even reached the destination yet. I don't even know where this thing is going to end. I don't even know if it is going to end. I am just so grateful. Grateful, 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 grateful.
There you go. If that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will. Oh, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Oh, even though
No way.
You know what? Oh, it's time
Oh
for.
no! Here we go. Ready?
Oh my God! Somebody says there, if you ever want to giggle.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's time for. Where is it? Here we go. It's time for. It's Bob's Comedy Corner.
Should do be why.
Bob's Comedy Corner. That's right. On Sunday mornings, we like to experience the full range of emotions. 1 minute you're inspired, 1 minute you might be crying, and sometimes you might be laughing. And this is specifically for
sometimes.
that purpose. These are the
I'm already starting off with the jokes.
the dad joke
dad
extravaganza.
That's right. You saw his daughter, so you know he's a dad joke. He's got the creds. He
That's
can
right.
tell him.
I am a dad. Yes.
Yep. He can
And
tell him
she has rolled her eyes at many of my jokes.
many
let me tell you.
times. Oh,
All right, it's August 4th. You
Okay.
know what happened on this date in 1901, Pookie?
I have no idea.
Well, Louis Armstrong, one of the most gifted trumpet players in jazz history, was born in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Wow, Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong, man.
Wow,
oh,
I wonder how
man.
many even people know who he was.
Well, I think, yeah.
Probably a pretty good amount of
What a
people
wonderful
arguing.
world. Yeah.
I have
But Louis Armstrong, yeah, famous
Yes.
trumpet player.
Trumpet player.
And so I thought it would be a good time to do jokes about jazz music, jazz musicians.
Oh, I wish my son were here.
And just musicians in general.
funny.
But it's not all of these are about jazz specifically, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff here about music and jazz. All right.
All right.
Here we go. Not to make fun of Louis, but I found some really good stuff here.
Okay,
Ready?
let's do it.
And the last 5 I wrote myself.
Oh,
I'm
here we
saving
go.
those for the very end. All right.
Here we go. We should probably start with those.
Here we go. I'm going to end big because I think they're strong. I hopefully do. All right, here we go. Ready?
All right, let's go.
What's the difference between a jazz musician and a rock musician?
Tell me.
The rock musician plays 3 chords for 10,000 people, and the jazz musician plays 10,000 chords for 3 people. That's a pretty good one, huh? What's the difference between a banjo and an onion?
I don't know.
Nobody cries when you chop up a banjo. What's the difference between a jazz musician and a large pizza?
What?
Well, the pizza can feed a family of 4. Sorry. Jazz is not known as being a very lucrative thing.
You know,
but
I'm
although,
hoping that my son's not watching
I
this
know,
right
because he's a jazz musician.
now. Yeah, he's making bank.
Oh, why was the jazz musician arrested?
Why?
Well, he was in trouble. Trouble. Okay.
You
Hey,
have to know your clefs.
and this is just some of these like making fun of different different instrumentalists or. I'll just tell the joke, Bob.
Just tell the joke.
Did you hear the one about the bass player who locked his keys in his car?
No.
Yeah, it took 45 minutes to get the drummer out. What the silly one. Working on many levels here.
Okay, Bob.
Hey, do you know what you call a drummer in a 3-piece suit?
Tell me.
The defendant. Drummers get made fun of an awful lot. What did the drummer get on his IQ test?
What?
Drool. Okay, all right. I'm going to stop making fun of drummers now. Let's go to a different. How many singers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
Just the one. She holds it up and the world revolves around her. Talking about divas here. Oh, what is the definition? Oh, start again. What is the definition of a true gentleman?
What?
It's someone who knows how to play the accordion but doesn't. Sorry. Too many false starts there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a little weak, babe.
This is a good one. What do you call a beautiful woman on a trombonist's arm?
What?
A tattoo. This is a classic. What do you get when you drop a piano into a mine shaft?
Oh, what?
A flat minor.
Babe.
What is perfect pitch? It's the sound made when you toss a banjo into a dumpster and it hits an accordion. My apologies to any banjo or accordion players out
my
there.
goodness.
Here are the 5 jokes that I completely did myself from scratch. These are original jokes, so I hope you
Okay.
like them. Ready? Here we go.
All right.
If Benny Goodman and Obi-Wan Kenobi had a baby, you'd get Luke Ellington. If Johnny Mathis was a misbehaving teenager, you'd get Brat King Cole. You see what I'm doing here? If Ella Fitzgerald sang at the North Pole, you'd get Chilly Holiday. Okay. If Herbie Hancock fell into a barrel of oil, you'd get Slick Korea. And finally, you're laughing at these. That's good. Finally, the last one. If Miles Davis and Johnny Rotten had a baby, you'd get Thelonious Punk.
Thelonious
And
Punk.
this has been
It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Sure to be why. Bob's Comedy Corner.
There you go. Let's just get it
I
here.
hope you're still laughing.
I know. Let's see here. Lisa Sherman's got all the emojis there. Hey, Samantha's here from the UK.
Hi,
Good to see you,
Sam.
Samantha. Wahaha. Pamela like trouble. Debbie says, I love Louis Armstrong. Yeah, he's also known as Satchmo. If you don't know who he is, please Google him. He's excellent musician from eras gone by. So here, all right, so cool. Pamela also liked Chilly Holiday. Yes, indeed. It's good to see you here, Kelly Alexander, Samantha Binns. Let's see here. Anybody new join us here? That's a lot of this. No, I think we're good. All right, so we are going to, let's see here. Just to recap, subscribe to both of our YouTube channels. There's a good chance that we're just going to have Sunday Inspiration on Pooki's channel only, thinking about doing that. And so make sure that you're subscribed to her channel. That's the link that I always send out to the various sources. So that I'll try to direct all the traffic here.
Come to
Come to me now. Please get on my Abundant Life email list there. There's and when you do, you get not only weekly updates, but you also get some free gifts. Our Turbocharge Your Life 5 Steps to Unleashing Your Purpose, Passion, and Play ebook. You get 6 free affirmation and meditation downloads. So just go to bobbakerinspiration.com to get that. There's a link also in the description of these videos where you can get that at any time. And what else here? And get on Pooki's email list. There's life for women's health and drumming stuff and all that. Are you going to be setting up soon another Zoom?
I am. I'm
drumming
going to set
event?
up soon another Zoom link, but I need to give a little bit of time so that people can have advance notice.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at my calendar today and I'll come up with something.
But you had a very successful one recently.
I did. It was very powerful.
But bobbakerinspiration.com/Pooki, Pooki, will take you to that page where you can get on her email list. Keep an eye out for the Personal Transformation Matrix experience that's coming if you want to experience some deep, lasting transformation. This whole the whole goal of this thing that I'm developing, and I'll be telling you more about it, of course, in the weeks and months ahead once it's officially ready for the world. I want you to get some quick wins. I want you to be able to experience, even though it's a process and it's going to be ongoing. I want you to experience some progress early on, like the first week, to start to feel better when you start going through this process. I want it to be easy. You don't have to move to an ashram for 3 years. You don't have to spend 6 hours meditating. If you have 10 minutes a day to devote to it, work it into your life. But you have to just do it on a regular basis, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming or time consuming. And you can increase that amount of time that you spend on the things that are going to improve your life over time if you choose to. And then thirdly, I want it to be lasting change, not just a temporary honeymoon effect of feel good after you attend a workshop and come back, and then before you know it, you're back to this is designed so that you have lasting change. So I know I'm teasing you a lot about this, but I'm really excited to get this out into the world. Can you tell? I'm planting the seeds of manifestation here.
That's right. Right here.
Right here.
Right now.
If you have any questions, you want to reach us about anything at all, best way to do that is to reach out to Lisa Shepard. There she is, right in between us there, Lisa at bobbakerinspiration.com. That's Lisa at bobbakerinspiration.com. So check that out. And I think we're ready for a dance party.
Let's do it.
This is called Mind Dive. It is from our Soul Massage album. And I tell you what, while this song is playing, post your takeaways. What are your insights, your aha moments? What are you going to remember most from this broadcast? If you came in late, this page becomes the replay watch page after that, so you can go back and watch from the beginning. But let me know what you got out of this so far, and I'll be highlighting those comments as the song plays. Ready? Here we go. This is called Mind Dive.
Set your spirit free. Now is the time. Open up your mind. It is within. It's within your own skin. The wisdom is within. It's in your own skin. Open up your mind. Set your spirit free. You never know what you might find when you dive into your own
You never know what you might find when you dive into your own mind. You never know what you might find when you dive into your own.
You never know what you might find when you dive into your own mind. Oh my God. Because we say it's all inside of you, right? It's all inside of you. So that when you take, and that's meditation, man. That's like sitting and being in the stillness. And meditation takes very many different forms. You don't just have to go sit in a room with your legs crossed and hum. There's many times walking in a mindful way is a meditation. There's so many things that you can do. But yeah, just like tapping into that inner wisdom, especially now when things are getting so crazy. Like AI is able to fool us sometimes, because it's getting really slick. So now we have to make sure that our own decoder system inside of our body, like our intuition, we have to heighten that so that we know we can be able to discern, because powers of discernment are going to be challenged. So you want to make sure that you got your intuition, like that spidey gut sense that you get or whatever. Follow that for real. That's the real deal.
And we'll end with this takeaway from Brandy. She says, seeing my vibration high while watering and nurturing my dreams and self-care you can't give from an empty cup.
No, you can't, Brandy.
Absolutely.
No, you can't.
So awesome. Thank you for being here. Whoops. Love you all.
Love you.
Always. Thanks for sticking around for an extended Sunday Inspiration Live. Make sure you're subscribed to Pooki's channel, because that's where this is going to be for sure. Moving forward.
Yep. You're not going to find me with Bob no more.
Yeah, you may not.
Yeah, Bob's dumping me.
No. I'm talking about my channel. So it's gonna
I'm only teasing.
Yeah.
We're just playing around.
That's right. All right. Take care.
No, for really important reasons we're doing this.
Yes.
So it's important.
Have an awesome Sunday. We'll see you again soon. Take care,
Thanks.
everybody.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.